Craig Nelson, you are one of the great coaches of all time. We've got a lot of records to prove that.
Yeah, thanks.
Your one-loss record is stupendous. But you know, and I know, in athletics, no team ever won anything without sound fundamentals. And for sure, golf is one of those games, because nobody's going to do well over the long haul with questionable fundamentals. And the fundamentals to do with golf have to do with four things. One, the grip. Two, the setup, the way we've set the club in relation to the body, and the way we'll set the body in relation to the ball. Then third, we have a swing to make. That's one thing for sure, we've got to make a swing. And then fourth, within that swing that we make, we've got to make contact with the ball, so we have to take time to understand the right kind of hand and wrist action versus the wrong kind. So those are the things that we're going to present today. And hopefully you and I will have a better understanding, and so we'll work a little closer to our club head.
Mm-hmm.
The hands and the club head become almost synonymous. And that's really as it should be in a golf swing, because what we do with hands, we're also going to be doing with club head. So the things that we look for in gripping the club: first, each hand sets to the side of the shaft, to the side of the shaft. Note your right hand is to the side of the shaft, your left hand is to the side of the shaft.
Mm-hmm.
That means not on top of the club in a so-called hook position, or not underneath the club in a so-called slice position, but rather to the side of the club. And each hand should be in line squarely with the face of the club.
Mm-hmm.
If you'll note the horizontal score lines on the face of that club, the palm of my right hand and the score lines are facing in exactly the same direction.
Right.
And the same goes for the back of the left hand. The back of my left hand and these score lines are facing in the same direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's as it should be, because hands and club head being synonymous, that means the relationship should be the same.
Right.
So that's what we're looking for, the hands to the side of the club in line with the face of the club. And mind you, it's a lot easier to get that relationship here in the air than down on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with laying the club on the ground first and fitting ourselves to the club is that we tend to change things when we come off the ground.
Right.
We tend to open the face or close the face or set one hand on top or one hand underneath,
Mm-hmm.
when it's much easier to get the relationship that we want in the air. So first we'll address the club, and then second we can think in terms of addressing the ball. Okay?
Right.
All right, but we've set the hands to the side of the shaft in line with the face.
Mm-hmm.
Next, what kind of grip pressure shall we apply? It should be an equal but opposite grip pressure. The fingers of the left hand are curling like the fingers of the right hand around the shaft of the club, whereby they've locked the shaft beneath the heel of your hand. They've locked the shaft of the club beneath the heel of your hand. But it's as though in the fingers of the right hand you want to turn the club to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's as though in the fingers of the left hand you want to turn the club to the left.
Mm-hmm.
So in effect, we have an offsetting
Right.
pressure. I don't subscribe to the fact that you hold tighter in one hand and lighter in the other, because in my way of thinking, that makes for an imbalance within the grip. And the golf swing is a two-sided affair, similar to a tennis stroke, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
So be that the case, we should be holding the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And same way means an equal but opposite pressure. Equal in intensity. The pressure in the fingers of the right equals the pressure in the fingers of the left, but opposite in the sense that the fingers of the right hand want to turn it to the right,
Mm-hmm.
the fingers of the left hand
Right.
want to turn it left. So we have an offsetting pressure there. Now, to fit the two hands so that they don't work apart and so they don't lose their relationship on the club, we merely take each thumb and set it to the opposite side of the shaft. Your left thumb fits slightly to the right side of the shaft, and your right thumb should fit slightly to the left side of the shaft. And mind you, merely by lightly placing each thumb to the opposite side, the two hands all of a sudden fit one another. But mind you, the pressure, if you will, is still in the fingers, the equal and opposite pressure. We don't want to find ourselves trying to tighten the hands onto the club, as a lot of players do.
Right.
Because then the more pressure you apply, the more your fingers will actually wrench off the club. Conversely, we want to hold within the fingers of the hand with the equal and opposite pressure. But by setting the thumbs to the opposite side, the two hands now fit one another. They complement one another. And notice the thumb of your left hand fits nicely in the pocket formed by the palm of your right hand.
Right.
So it's almost like a hand and glove fit there.
Right, correct.
It's like the two hands were made for one another when you grip this golf club. Now, there are three traditional grips that are presented, whereby the Varden grip, we'll lap the little finger of the right over the forefinger of the left, or we could interlock the fingers a la Jack Nicklaus, or we could put all 8 fingers on the shaft of the club, the so-called baseball grip, if you like.
Right, we're not counting the thumbs because I've got...
No, we've got 8 fingers and 2 thumbs, so we're holding, at last count we did.
Man, I know that clubhouse is strict. I thought they'd taken 2 of my fingers.
But the thumbs have a role to play. By setting them to the opposite side, they cause the two hands to fit one another.
Gotcha.
But you have a choice there, whether you want to be Varden or Nicklaus or Mr. Baseball. So, meaning...
Do the size of the hands, Eddie, determine what grip you would...
Great question. Yes, and the size of the hands fitted to the grip of the club or the handle of the club might cause you to adopt one grip or the other. You might choose to go with the overlap, the interlock, or the so-called baseball. But the point being, you have a choice there, and it really doesn't matter which you subscribe to. It's a matter of which feels more comfortable to you.
Yes, sir.
So now you've got yourself a great-looking grip. You've got your hands to the side of the club. They're related to the face of the club, as they should be, because hands and club head are synonymous. You're applying an equal but opposite grip pressure, which secures the club and allows your arms to do what they're meant to do, namely to swing the club. Then by setting the thumbs to the opposite side, the two hands fit and complement one another, with the thumb fitting nicely in that pocket formed by the palm of the right hand. So now you have a grip that's as good as it gets. And all it'll do through time is get better through repetition. You could, if you liked, spread the forefinger of each hand away from the middle finger and create a little space in between. That creates a trigger finger effect with the forefinger of the right hand. And in the left, it makes room to lap the little finger of the right over the forefinger of the left if you choose to do so, by spreading the forefinger away from the middle finger a little bit. But that's a matter of choice. And I'd like, if you really want to refine the grip somewhat, notice the thumb and the forefinger, and I'm going to ask you to try to pinch those together. You've pinched them together, so you've actually raised this little muscle in the back part of your hand. And by so pinching those together, when your club is at the apex of the end of the backswing, that forms a little cradle for your club shaft to rest within. Whereas if you hadn't done that, the club moves up and down in your fist, which you don't want. So by pinching the thumb and the forefinger together, you created that cradle effect, and it provides a support to the shaft of the club. All right, but simply stated, if we can grip the club down here near the club head, we can visually see what we're looking for. So this is a great drill to perform on yourself to help you understand the grip.
Right.
And when we grip the club out on the end, it's the same thing. But mind you, we're addressing the club, if you will, in the air rather than on the ground.
Right.
So if we have to change a habit, let's
Boy.
change a habit, because it's easier to gain what you want in the air.
Right.
Whereas it doesn't matter what you do with the club when it rests on the ground.
And I'm always addressing it on the ground.
You can't feel it.
Right.
You can't swing it. You
Right.
have to get it off the ground before you can swing it. So let's not create that habit.
To summarize what we've learned from the little pro about the grip, set each hand to the side of the shaft. Address the club in the air, not on the ground. Your hands and the club head are synonymous. Use equal but opposite grip pressure. Place each thumb on the opposite side of the shaft. Swing the Handle Volume 1 Fundamentals, Setup.